There are many reasons why you might want to use Audacity's split file feature. We'll look at our current audio project for a few examples, and I'll show you how to edit your clip's boundaries. Let's say, for example, that this track here is my audio background music. And let's say that I want it to end a little bit after my reading track, which we'll say is this track here. So I can click here, and I can always drag and then delete this, right? But sometimes a music file could be pretty long, and well, that's just a lot of clicking and dragging. So I'm just going to click right on the track where I want it to be deleted, and I'm going to come to the edit button, scroll down to clip boundaries, and split. And now I've actually split this file into two, and I could go to the time shift tool and drag it over. But for this example, I'm going to stay on the selection tool, and I'm just going to double click this track and click delete. And so now that has been edited. Now it might also be that I don't actually want this middle section, and I just want this part here and this part here. So I can do that same thing, and I can go back up, edit, clip boundaries, and split, and come here and split that again. And then I can double click the middle, and since it's been split from the two ends, I can delete it. Now notice that it collapses into this file, and actually if I wanted, I could grab these two, which are currently split, and I can join them with the same function, edit, clip boundaries, and join. And now when I drag them, right, they are moving together. Now I actually, for this example, don't want to join them, so I'm going to undo that. So edit, undo, edit, undo, join, and I'm going to use my time shift tool to bring this, unselect them both. I'll use my time shift tool to bring this one out to the end, and I'm going to bring this one to the beginning. Now with my time shift tool, I'm going to actually move my main story. So now I have a little introductory music, I have my main story, and I have this as my ending. Now if I wanted to hear all of this together, I could simply press play, and I would need to come back here to the beginning to start it from the beginning and click play, and now I can see it moving. One thing that you might want to note is that let's say I'm not really working on this third track yet, I can mute this, and then as I'm listening to what I'm working on, it will only play these two up here. Or let's say I'm just working on this individual track here, I could say solo, and then it mutes everything else. Alright, final thing with clip boundaries is, let's say for example, you forgot to put in your page turn sounds, but you know by looking at your track and knowing your reading that these spots on here that are silent, that's actually where you had to stop your reading to turn the page. So one thing you could do at this point in time would be to grab this whole track, as I'm doing, let me zoom back out, and edit, clip boundaries, detach at silences, and watch what happens. You see these bars going up, I've now clipped my track where it was silent, so I can start to, I can make some space if I wanted here this silence for a page turn sound or something else. Alright, so there's how to use the edit clip boundaries feature.